Grenfell speaks to Ishmael Francis. Tell us a bit about, who you are and where you live.
My name's Ishmael Francis. Cool. I live on Camerford Walk, which is the other side of the estate. I was born in Grenfell Towers and lived in Grenfell Tower and lived there for 25 years.
Tell us a bit about your experience and what happened on that day. How you've been you've been affected by what's happened.
Well, basically that night, I said I'd just come back from a stag do, so I got home, put my suitcase in, got a phone call saying there's a fire. Looked out, looked small, was like, oh, it's a small fire. Went back inside. 5 minutes later, I got another call saying, come back out, it's big. So I've come back out, and then I've immediately come round to here and stood with my auntie, and basically most of their estate, because of their estate, had been evacuated. Basically, the whole estate had been evacuated, so we're just here watching it in disbelief, really, like seeing what's going on, but not really taking it, not really thinking it was that serious. Like, yeah, it's on fire, but there, get out, kind of that thing.
How have you been affected personally by what's happened in Grenfell Tower? You and your family.
Well, we personally, my mum, I said that's my mum. That was my mum's first home. So the day of the fire, she's had a breakdown. So I got called from here. Then the following day, and I had to run over to her because the ambulance had to come. Because like 25 years of our life we spent there, and friends that we've known, that I've known all my life, and we're nowhere to be seen. The whole area was like a madhouse. Everyone trying to find people, and just like no one had slept. It was baking hot. It was just so much happening at one time. It was just too much going on, basically.
Can I just ask you, Ish, how do you feel that the situation has been handled by A, the government, and B, by the community?
Well, by the government, it's been non-existent, like I said, and people keep on talking about us being angry. I'm like, mate, if you had been left alone like we were for 3 weeks and had to pick up the slack that you're not trained for, we were traumatised, and we picked up the slack that the people that are elected to represent us just went missing. They just, not like they were like, they sent help and went missing. They just actually went missing. And if it wasn't for the local community, the wider community, like the night of the fire, we had the mosque, like the people from the mosque giving out water. If it wasn't for people like them doing things like that off their own back, we would have literally been on our own. So it was at Havoc Club, St Clement's and St James, the what's the name of the mosque?
Al-Manah.
Al-Manah Mosque, Maxilla, all of these community organisations that are vilified so much, that are underfunded. These are the people that opened the doors and stayed open while the people that are elected to represent us were hiding.
So can I ask another question? What's the mood like in the community?
The mood is overall is of loss. It's of loss, trauma, stress. It's so many different feelings. People are walking around like zombies, like just in a trance. But we had to step up, like even while we was going through all of that, we had to step up and do all of these things. And then there's no aftercare, there's no like, yeah, we know from the government, yeah, we know we messed up. Thank you to all these places. It's that we done it, and we don't need to be patted on the back, but mate, you need to come and see our children, see if our children are right, see if we're all right. Like go around to all these youth centres and mosques and all of these community things who've done your job for you, and thank them. Not just say, oh, we're angry. We have every right to be angry. Look at the loss of the building. Look at the loss of life. Like everyone's forgetting that there were real people that lived in there, and we are allowed to be angry because of 87 people, and when we know that most of their status of the building is missing.
Can I ask another question? How has your day-to-day life changed since this tragedy, personally?
My I haven't been work since the fire. I went to work one day, and I felt like I just couldn't do it. I had to come home, so I haven't made no income. My kids are traumatised. I've went to a residents meeting last week and spoke to Barry Quirk. He told me, leave your number with me and I will get someone to come and phone you tomorrow and talk to your child, talk to you about sorting out some help for your children. That was 5 days ago. No phone call, no nothing. So he's in charge of the operation, and if he can't keep a simple promise like that about looking after my children and the wider community and the local community's children, how can we trust this man to then take on the bigger issues that are at hand? But right now, my children's mental health is health is very important to me because of they're not sleeping. Like they're asking questions about fire all the time. Want to know if their house is going to burn down. Like all of these things, I'm asking for help and we're not getting it. So that, and it's not just me, I'm just one person. That goes for the whole community. So that we're not getting help for our kids, our babies. So like, they don't care about dead babies. So why do they care about living babies? You know, that's how I see it basically. They don't care about dead parents, dead families. So why are they going to care about families that are here?
Okay, what do you think needs to happen for the community to heal properly?
I think there's so many. I can't really answer that. I could just personally, we need to dissolve the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea. It needs to be dissolved into something else because of they're obviously not fit for purpose. You know, that it should be as we the community showed. What do we need them for? When in our time of need, when they didn't step up, it was the local people and the wider community that stood up, that stepped up. So do we really need them? You know, we don't really need them. That everyone from top to bottom should have to step down, and we elect people on there who are from the community, who can deal with the community. Because these people come out from wherever they live, come work here, and when we really needed them, not one person broke rank and was like, do you know what? These are human beings. This is wrong what we're doing. They all just buried their head in the sand and said, don't worry, they've got it.
So you don't feel that they've personally connected with the community? That's what you're saying?
They haven't, because we're talking about 5 weeks later. 5 weeks later, and have you seen that? No one ain't seen nobody. Like, have you seen anybody? No one hasn't come here. Like, they come here. The people come here, surrounded by security, talking. We've been talking for 5 weeks, and there's been no action. Victims from the block itself are walking around here with no money, and when they're going to Westway, they're being given the runaround. And like, it's only until they pull their phone out, people are being taken seriously, but they're still not receiving any funds. So we got all this money, and they're saying, oh, we gave them £500. They gave one of the survivors £500. They gave his wife £500, and that is it since. They've got 2 children, no clothes, no bank card, no nothing, and they ain't received no money. But the media would have it believed that they've been given £5,000, they've been given this. Man, why are people still walking around from the blocks with no key workers, like they're on their own, no money, all of these basic things that need to be, they need help, and they're not getting it really.
One last question: what message do you have for the local community and everybody else that's been affected by this?
To the local community, we'd be like, from everybody in Latimer, we thank you for stepping up when the people who serve us didn't, and just keep on, because the people still need help. No one's getting nothing that was promised to them or nothing, and without us, basically, where would they be? That's it, like it is. Keep up the good work, because without us, there is no community.
Okay. Thank you, Ishmael, for your time. Thank you very much.
Nice one.
Okay.